If God is the one speaking to her, she shouldn't look back. She should continue and do what God has called her to do. Period. People might not understand me, but if God is the one that has called her to take microphone to bring order, to slap to bring order, she should take it to another level. I'm sorry, but I've said it. But if you so I said JJ Kakra.
I said JJ Kakra. So from her looks, no, but like I say, indeed her story is true.
Unless you do like a DNA test, but looking at her picture and JJ's picture,
yeah,
you know, you can see some resemblance. And
Aqua Bashonko and come out Sabre, say we share too much GH. Nanama Obuswa enemy na ebre aso. Set trending issues sabe to draw. Yet pesumo ewo too much GH. So nebuswa for yaka trending issues dia na tese Sabre nim de air koso ewo my God mu. Sabre obia esimiti asete say yesu ye man beni data former President J.J. Rawlings artist wadan pema ye enam yenu ntemu ni etwa ni mu no ehu ehia nebusia for ye everywhere mu awonsem baako a epia tese obi ekasa ede afanwo ene se ebra papa penimu yi edan ye empemu a empenifo ene Ghana titufo nia etwa ne wehia tese obi bia esunu no ye mami bi so ababonten artist a wako sister obi adeni akosen esan ni nsema wode abetuja na mami edin a wode ebaye ene Abigail Wamutor Rawlings na wacha wedi emfie 52 years na ninsem nya ne se wono ene former President J.J. Rawlings ne ba wedi kan na wachechwe mu kire bra ne mami Asia Rawlings na tese wo wie ne secondary school anesa na tese wo fa yefu ema Rawlings ne kan yes wo mo na no so na tese won kana ntu me fa na nyinse no ho se de be ya na bra bo enkose na se ne daachi bi ensei na tese na wo wo akla no e wo sa kwa ne so nti no na nam so ema ne mami so kan na no tu mu atese wodi na ni kire adabraka kwa wo hodi ni je obi ekọ na wawe na wo kire wonyi ni anatese wonim de owo no nim ne papa din kosi se odi ni mpani fie so natese obi o ne ewe obi a se we die se sabre na otese waye mampani ewie ntina se obi enim se papa ene ye mampani dada JJ Rawlings it wo mo kan no obi sa ne mamna na mami so dia se no kwasem se ne papa ene ye former President JJ Rawlings no na nam so ema ni dwedwe ma akohu mame dokno chese mame dokno so eboa no wiska fam se won fentu kwan na kwantum ne man ko pie moto gata se watran ho ne nkwa almost half of the life at se wo free ho 2002 ebe pie mu e wo zeluko pe ni papa ekrom wo Volta region at se wo kotena ebusuafo nia so ade atum se adokwa sem se ne papa any Rawlings na se former President G2 mu anaso odina he de eno de ensipen na ne sem kikan mu na tesa amanfo sem trofo do tutu twebe ni bisa say na adentina all this while say ye ka say ye former President J.J. Rawlings de busuafo a de ni ma ne say ne yere ene Mrs. Kunedu Ajman Rawlings ene ebiem so ne ba odi kan ene Zenato Rawlings honorable won mu peni enim ti adentina emretinti niai cheni atese won ba into the limelight atese obi ehun se wono so ka Rawlings ebutem na atese every way ya wako ne create ade na to mpemu atese obi ani bre asori atese obi esu no ho na atese obeba ono so abekose stay ewo ni wo no na no di kire mu se na atese yade obi enim dada open secret na se ni papa ewu no wontimi entina fa ko wontimi ntina baby entina wo se wonka ebusuana na se wontimi entina wo ni ya o beba wo bi abedi ya na ebusuafo de ya odi en ntina msoma ni kopie mu ewo Accra International Conference Center o ebre wo ye na adwen se wo bo ewra ye baby a ye de emu no ato in state atese obi etwa wo hia no ya police fo ene ebiem to so de fo mu go no wo mu ye de o metime bia so meti no kwai so ma ne kwan e ma ni emrem na so die ntie wo mu si ne kwan no wo ma hyeda enje wo na tese akwa tese de si obi enim se nka obi di sheto na so obi ebusheni edampem a obi eni osi ni ruseni wo kwan edi efre no wo se wo kwakwohwe na se okosunu na nti say ya si eye mami enwo kwan say won ko Rawlings na man kofo bi say so anokwa sem say ebetima ya papa say ne bampa ayana say ne papa nipa ni eye mami anase wono na say o take opportunity of the fact say eyiye yo ewo mu na say obi adwen wo so na so no so e dey pekwa bi e dey agi ni din e won sem na nsem no aye wuna na ansa na ye be komu pa no me yen kwere ni video no te say na police for any atoda for stop ni ye ba de ka ho no ye de be so mu. Mesa so mamo akwa babiem na ne dey ya bepie mu Faith Army Chapel International. Ye ba aso dia na onim say Apostle Dr. Walter Sakwa mante enu nti ne nam ne nti se ba betie ne ndie e di efrin ho nti ebucha for kam ho na te se do no so ewo ka efa ensem no ewo no won fa entida Apostle no akwa ba
Yeah, na.
Apostle bia boko nyame adom ho ye. Okay, Apostle ye de nyame ase na Apostle we dey wo mu say sesia de Ghana maimuni ni aye wa repu mu a ye man penin dada Rawlings edam pemu atese obi a esu nanso ni nie mu no ensensem bi apeda no mu so atese sesia no achen kofo adwen efi ono kro dam pemu so akosi sa ensem so atese kofo be se wo mte ase na mpelifo kan nsem bi say obi wu a ye nka ne si ne chi asem bone but with the air cost atese wo baby ababonti se ne ba. And all this while, nobody knew of Obi Awotisa Ewana for this short time. Or these days are binding to for this story to break. Now we're also taking the opportunity to come to the media and explain the fact behind her not being in the picture all this while. Now, what do you make of the story?
First of all, we are in a mourning mood. We've lost our president, J.J. Rawlings. Until he so rest in peace.
Yeah.
You know, the timing of this is not what it should be because Oba, said my share video, and I read a few things about the things that was said about her. Me feel said at this time of the day, I thought said they should have allowed her to go and watch. First of all, she's a Ghanaian.
Yes, she's a Ghanaian.
And if other Ghanaians are going to watch, why not her? And I do not understand why she was prevented. She didn't come to the media, but in trying to insist on going to see the mortal remains of his father, so to speak, until I didn't bar out.
Okay.
Bianca and ban out. So she was protesting. But if you saw, it said JJ Kakra.
I said JJ Kakra. So from her looks, maybe I can say indeed her story is true.
Unless you do like a DNA test, but looking at her picture and JJ's picture,
we
can see some resemblance. And she was saying she actually went to the family. And so the family, in the Volta region, actually knows that she's been around for a long time. And she's 52. So if you do the calculation maths, at that time, not JJD, we are 20 years, it was a very young guy now. Maybe he hadn't achieved so much. And that's a story that has been told about her.
Okay.
Now, if I put myself in her, I will feel the pain. This is my blood. And this is what I was told. I was seeing Mami and Kanche. The only thing she saw was she saw it in a dream and confronted the mother harshly. And the mother crying told her,
that's the truth.
That's the story that we are hearing. And so we feel sad, it's a child, it's the blood. And it should have happened a bit earlier. And according to her, JJ even sent some money to come and give it to her.
Yes.
She wants to be with her sister. I mean, nobody should see it as so strange. They hold anything strange about it. Remember, baby, I'm baby. And when they come, when you are 60, 50, 70 years, and you have a child outside, out of whatever, the child become a gift to the Lord. So it's a gift to the Lord, from the Lord. I don't care how you see it, but the children are gift before the Lord. They are blessings for the Lord. So he's a blessing with the Lord. God bless JJ with her. That's how you have to see it. That is it. And sometimes out of Abia, wedlock and whatever you call it. When the child comes, the child is special. It's a gift before the Lord. In any case, what about Solomon? How did Solomon come? Solomon came through Bathsheba.
Yes.
Through a mistake. But he became the king of Israel, one of the wisest kings of Israel.
Yes.
You understand? God knows how to turn things around. So whichever way, that's happened already. I want to advise the family, said they should take her on. They've got a big sister who is a mother and who will play the father figure as well for them. It's not a moment we are young. We're already 52. There are some things about him. He knows the family better because he's been going there and he's a mature person. So there's nothing wrong, really. You should take her as a sister. What's the big deal? The father is dead and gone. She served the man. Rawlings has served Ghana. Through her, we had our democracy.
Yeah.
We had our, Fourth Republic. He helped in establish a very strong democracy for Ghana. The biggest opposition, whatever you call it, NDC, is from, from Rawlings. So he's paid, what would I say? He's served his beat. He's done well for Ghana. May his perfect soul rest in peace. And they should take on the lady, what's her name? Abigail.
Yeah, Abigail Wamutor.
We thank God for Abigail's life. She's also a beautiful lady. She's a gift to the JJ Rawlings. We cannot like JJ and hate her because she's a gift to JJ Rawlings. And they should stop pushing her around. I don't know. She should have the opportunity to see her father.
Okay, Apostle, wait, I know, but she's just making speculations and allegations because if you have no proof to back up your words, they Ghana had anybody can come and say anything at any moment, especially when the time is ripe to gain attention. And she claimed the family knows about her, but yet no family member has come out to say this is Rawlings' child.
Have you gone to consult the family to know?
Not to that extent, but at least she's making huge allegations at this moment. I just say it could dent the family's reputation. Rawlings was known to be a straight disciplinary.
Let me count. So what is your petition to destroy here? He has a child. God's blessings, God's gift. That's it. There's nothing reputation to destroy here. He had it when he was young. He got married later. We should be circumspect sometimes. I did not see it as time is past. So we should take the child, and that's the thinking that we should have. And she specifically mentioned names. She said that the doctor gave her money. The doctor existed. Why don't you go and consult the doctor? She mentioned Mami Dokno, bribing her not to say it. Mami Dokno is there, she's not dead. Ask Mami Dokno, is it true? We have too much evidence. She mentioned the family. Why don't you go and ask the family? He said the family has accepted it. And even Rawlings sent money to come and give to her. So for me, it's not denting of an image. What image are you putting? What kind of image is this? She's a human being. Yes. She's a beautiful woman.
Very true.
Yeah, so, it's a soul created in the image of God. Wonderfully created in the image of God. So in my opinion, there's no problem here. Accept it. Oh, there's no problem. They should check all the facts that she's saying. Nobody has also come to deny it.
Nobody has come out to deny it. But Apostle, the man here looking a bit fishy. He say the family is mourning at this moment. Say everybody knows. Say Mrs. Rawlings and our Canadian man Rawlings and the ones we know, the four that we know are mourning. And if indeed her story was true and confirmed, why is it that she was not being allowed into the Accra International Conference Center when everybody knows?
You know what I was expecting? I was expecting that they find out more about Rawlings' children, because she's not the only one. Don't forget that has come out. There's also a woman outside who also said that they had a son with Rawlings. The pictures came out. You know that?
Yeah, that's the mistress.
The mistress.
Yes.
Is it mistress you call her? Whatever.
Yes, mistress, because he was married, or maybe concubine. Mistress or concubine.
Yeah, but there's another one, I think she's not Ghanaian.
Yeah, she's not a Ghanaian.
This Ghanaian, a daughter, but this one is not Ghanaian. It's another one. It's okay.
Yeah.
I've forgotten her name, but if US will serve me right. But these things happen. When people die, that's when you see people come here. It's not the first time it's happening. Check out at funerals. That's when you meet fathers and stepfathers. The other day, my father is above 80 years. We had a meeting with him. And this is a question we asked: Daddy, do you have any godness somewhere, just in case? We wanted to be sure, so they become our sisters. And we'll be glad to have sisters or brothers, so to speak, if need be. So for me, this is life. Take it or leave it. God said, and the Bible said, that children are blessings before the Lord.
Okay.
They are all blessings before the Lord. And that's why we shouldn't frown on it. Yeah, it's come already. It's not time to cry about food, but they are wonderful children created in the image of God. They are Rawlings' children, if so to speak. So she's not the only one. Maybe it should have been done in a certain way. I don't think that the wife, Nana Konelajima Rawlings, will be upset. At that age, look, let me tell you something. You even want more people to be around you.
Yeah.
You understand? At a certain age, you don't really, if she was younger, she would start fighting. But at this age, I don't think that she would be too much. And my humble opinion, that's my opinion, though. So for me, they should look at bringing all of them together. They should see themselves as brothers and sisters, step brothers. There's nothing wrong, absolutely nothing. They are human beings created in the image of God, and they'll be very helpful to others. You might never know. Yeah, that's the truth.
Okay.
So after whatever has happened, when the children are born, they are born. They are gifts and blessings.
Okay. So in your own opinion, the family should come to terms with the fact that it happens. Men may go loose sometimes and have children elsewhere and just accept it like that.
Yes. Men have issues.
Explain it to us. We want to understand.
Yeah, men have issues.
Okay.
Growing up, I'm a man myself.
Okay.
And growing up, you have a lot of men who at one point in time met people, had children with them. Some of them, the children come back, by way of after many years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, whichever way you look at it. Not everybody can do what they do, and have that level of self-control. But at any point in time when you fall victim to anything, and the children can take it, they are children, wonderful children.
Such a person like former President J.J. Rawlings, or your statement to say everybody knows him.
Before you talk, and there's statements that you hear stories about.
Yes, we hear stories
that you don't believe.
Yes.
When it comes to man and woman, intimacy, it's not about statesman. You should know that.
No,
you can be a statesman. You can have all the qualities, and yet when you get attracted to somebody, it's not about statesman. And then it is after the or the intimacy, that's when children are born, and it starts from attraction. Okay. So you can be a statesman. You can probably at the point in time, what you need is self-control. You understand? So It's not the personality, but what you do after you can become a statesman.
Okay. And Apostle, where there, Obianim Papa J, say Papa J, there, when it comes to disciplinary, he's good at it. He's disciplined himself, and he has been able to discipline his children and like have a wonderful family. And he, for 52 good years, say, yeah, this Mami Abigail Wamutor Rawlings, to me, be off the air. Say like even her look, her appearance shows that she has not received the proper she has not been given that proper right as a daughter or a between, because if Senka Rawlings, the former president JJ Kawomano, ne DBS ne banas was sharing ne ba, she wouldn't have been somebody police focus stopping in her going. You could tell from my appearance. You see Zenato, you know, say, okay, this is Rawlings. This is Rawlings' daughter because of her look, her appearance. You know, this is a daughter of a statesman. You see Yasantua, you know. You see Amina, you know. You see Kimati, you know that these people are like children of an honorable man. So for this new lady, Abigail Wamutor Rawlings, to appear like that, you know, look, look the way she appeared. No, now man for 4 years skeptical about it, and maybe she
clearly she wasn't given the attention
okay
because of what happened, and it's possible said they wanted to conceal it, but she even admitted that at the point in time she was giving money. Don't also forget that she's 52. The other parties are younger. They are starting to say,
oh, and I say they said there'll be a ma bro, you mo began.
Okay, whichever way you look at it. But I'm saying that it's clear that she didn't have the attention of the president too much, because a lot of issues have to be concealed.
Yeah.
Especially when if you're the wife for her, now say baby sano. On person and the wife, Betty, it's clear.
For 52 years.
Yeah, but the story that has been told behind the scene concerning the fact that, the mother was told not to reveal the secret.
Yeah.
Clearly men said probably she wasn't well taken care of.
Okay.
Because the information was concealed. And maybe later date. So he didn't get the best education of the president's daughter. Former president's daughter. But in any case, like I said, look, it's all beautiful, God's creation. I feel like we should love what God has created, and God saw that it was good, and she's created in the image of God. That personality is special, and we should take good care of it. That's my opinion, and we shouldn't look down upon her.
Now Apostle says, it was a phone there are coming into terms with that because she was never in the picture. But we have a sister.
Yeah. She said the father's side, they know her.
Yeah, so but I'm talking about the nuclear family, the siblings.
They'll come to terms. They'll grow up. Even if they don't do it now, when they grow to a certain age, they will think of their sister.
Okay.
And even now, 1 or 2 of them might look at, why don't you go and look for this one? Blood is powerful.
True. That is thicker. It's thicker than water. So.
Yeah. So believe you me, before you know, I wouldn't be surprised when Nato and her are holding hands together and stamping pictures, and she's been accepted, and all the other brothers and sisters. And before you know, she needs to be taken care of. It was the responsibility of Rawlings to take care of her. And if that was not done, we should do the investigation, and whatever protocols the children are enjoying, she should also enjoy it. As simple as that. After we find out with evidence that indeed, any papa, baby, I won't enjoy, and so enjoy.
Okay.
That's the truth.
Na enchebia so ye kosie ye Papa J. Na ye mane kwan or can't send papa ne papa. Ye mane kwan so mane nkwohwe. So when at all would they be okay? Would they confirm?
She said yes, wanya audience. Because of what happened. Yeah, audience. And to everybody, said anyone I hear this case.
Yes.
So other stations will pick it up, other people will pick it up, some people will pass comments. And indeed, after that, the say Obiabe sharp. No mama akwenya no so.
Wetimi akohu papa ni.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Now speculation is being from said the unlocked traditional counsel one more boycotted the funeral arrangement of the government. So one more from they are thinking of doing their own funeral service or their own funeral arrangement for the president. Now we know, according to Avadada, warlord of the Anlo state, Togbe Agbesi Awusi II, or no, and also the council was not invited to partake in the ongoing funeral ceremony held in honor of the former statesman. Until because they were not invited to take part, they are also making plans to do their own so that they can have their own, because we know that he's also a king. Rawlings was also a king. Togbe Notifa Fia, or say what Notifa, sorry for my pronunciation, but he's also a king in the Anlo state. So we know that people like that, chiefs, are honored in their own home when they die and all that. So when they say the government own is another and they want to do another one, is it in the right way?
I think that I have had a problem with chiefs and the family not being able to come to a negotiable agreement, an arrangement between parties, especially when it comes to funerals like that.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing wrong with burying Rawlings in his hometown, if you ask me.
Okay.
Because if you had Nelson Mandela, where was he buried?
In his hometown.
He was buried in his hometown. So the fact that you are president doesn't mean that they should bury you in Accra.
Okay.
You understand? There's no hard and fast rule. In fact, there's no constitution law to say that bury the president in his hometown. I think the two parties should work hand in hand to be able to find amicable solution. Because you see, Obi Wusana pain never one performance painful.
Okay.
Something they can say. And to Wusana, some of the things that they do is just to alleviate, to take pain off. If you say, anyway.
Yes.
Yes, you know. But there should be a certain agreement between two parties in whatever they have to do. I'm a pastor, and so I will not talk for rituals. No.
Okay.
But what I was saying is that whatever has to be done in terms of where to bury, Rawlings, and what to do thereafter should be between the two parties, should be agreed.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. I say easy and that's my opinion. I hear say therefore I know what independence and that one the chiefs can come. I don't know.
Okay.
I think tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes, the 27th.
And the chiefs will come. I hope they'll find their way there. So some people really express their pain because of the demise of their personality and their loved one.
Okay.
Well, but in future, let's have an amicable solution when it comes to presidents,
burial
and all the funeral rites. They say we should look at it because it's becoming all too many.
Okay.
Because I think that at times there was a complaint like that.
Yeah,
so Kai said family say hometown, you see, but the business that will go on the exposure that it will bring to the community when they take Rawlings to that place is huge, you know that?
Yes, very true.
And it will bring a
tourist site.
A tourist site. Everything is too much in Accra.
Yeah.
So for me, let's think through again.
Okay. Apostle, where you free your former president J.J. Rawlings. Nancy Accra, send your card and coupon funny cry in see. Now, yen share other trending issues about ni teachu. I also for in the best so. Obas is Lamafo. In say she's a gospel musician with a touch of prophecy. Yeah, and in say that's the gift she's operating in as of now. And I just say him say Joyce blessed so here another gospel musician, two people in like known, they are known. Now Joyce blessed in the minister which stage so now for a year since Lamafo to me Mike to me co stage so J Mike finish him bringing out a word for her, say she should go back to Nikunu, Uncle Nikunu. Obia, it's out there, say she has divorced her husband, she had a fight with her husband, and they are separated. And you say it in front of a crowd, say Uncle back to Nikunu, if she will adhere to the voice of the Lord, uncle back to Nukunu. Some people are complaining, say that was such a very disgraceful act that Sister Mafo did on stage. And even the gift of prophecy, the prophet has the power to control it. With all that, no, Apostle, then I'll come.
Ghana for gospel musicians say they too worldly.
Yeah, too worldly.
No, too worldly.
Between the two and now among all of them. Okay.
Too worldly.
Okay.
Those times, you're a gospel musician, you don't sing with an unbeliever.
Okay.
Me, I'm a psalmist. I'm a psalmist.
Okay.
I've raised people like Nano. I've impacted people like Edwin Datson of ICGC. I impacted him.
Okay.
I impacted into people. And I know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Where we started from is not where we are going now. Gospel is gospel. The Bible says I can't serve God and mammon.
True.
You have no fellowship with unfruitful works of darkness.
Okay.
First of all, I want to make that statement.
All right.
And the perception now, they say the gospel in your gospel, can go. Where to a gospel musician now, now the year of gospel. It doesn't matter. We're a gospel now, it's me, your man. It's not that. Those days, if it disobey choir is here. Only how many times I disobey choir growing up and I've seen it. Why? You disobey every week. Why director?
Because of things
I'm telling you,
okay.
Bro, me start a ministry.
Okay.
Obana, otunyo me tiboni wonyo na me pepamo.
Really?
Otunyo na me say, hey, boni. I can't say child. I mean, very sensitive.
Okay.
Only Reverend Abigail.
No.
Some of me very sensitive.
Okay.
Reverend Abigail. At a point in time, he was dating one of my daughters. And the mere worship now, let me tell you, Reverend Abigail dating my daughter. So something went wrong, and so I had to go back. And so I told my daughter to sit behind. And she stopped worshiping.
Dating. For dating. Like
so I'm choosing my words carefully.
Okay. I must have you can buy one kakra because
choosing me words carefully.
Okay.
Send me a paper. I know how to say something. So
okay.
You know I like communicating well.
Yeah.
Auntie, what's on kakra? To me, worship now and me pick his idea.
Okay.
As I'm speaking to you, she has a daughter I think she has a child for Reverend. Reverend has passed on, but she has a child for Reverend. By the time I was ministering, I stopped the meeting and she went to sit back.
She never got married to him?
No, she never. The Reverend died.
Okay.
What am I saying? You see what I mean? What am I saying? What I'm saying is the altar is a sacred place. Okay. And some of us are falling victim. Sometimes we invite people to the altar. If you're gay, no one microphone said to you. The person is disintegrating the altar. I've had that experience before. And the altar can kill you. God doesn't joke. I have had instances, the altar have killed people like that who have come and stood there. Normal to your gaze.
Immediately. The altar killed them there now.
Okay.
Really?
Don't find them in their group. Grace we can I mean, people what I said. And coming back to the story of the same, nobody can tell whether she heard from God. If she heard from God, and God told her, go and take the microphone and sack her, I don't have a problem with that. And tell her this, that. All people that are saying that the spiritual things are spiritually discerned. Everybody who is saying what he's saying, his feelings say, maybe I should go about it. But you are not God. If God tells you that, go and slap somebody for him to be born again, go and slap.
Really? When they are not asked the whole
prophet be about, okay. And God told him, slap somebody, slapped.
He slapped somebody during deliverance session. Wow. And the person took it.
Well done to me, troublesome.
Na somewhere there I got brother Sami asem so brother Sami so call Sislama sorry administration am at say
na your born as well.
Sislama fu yi na sumpa ma besi ne brother Sami
special grace. It's true.
Okay.
Let's not be, I mean, probably the approach could be wrong, but let's identify her ministry well. If you remember grace be say on fa order being bra gospel sing. I mean, people will not be happy about it.
Okay.
But God is God who is Remo. Say me Obama Suna Mrs. Son, I'm worried. If you slap me and that will take me to heaven, I'm happy.
Okay.
Someone will act then because my parents say, Charlie, I didn't know why you son the idea. But say wow never ma ko hela. Who do hela now because of it.
Now, Apostle, if I understand you very clearly, and now Patrick say, it is how you accept the
absolutely
how you accept
what has happened to you.
Okay, how you accept it that will tell if you accept it spiritually there. Now I want to from
Master.
Okay.
Maybe truly he was having some issues with certain things.
Okay.
Maybe that slap, if he picked it up, could have helped him. But he has come back and somebody on Usua, oh yeah, or said gospel industry. In the last days, God will be the judge. This is the man for soup. Why should that now all slapping for God has not told her. God will also be the judge.
Okay,
you understand?
Yeah,
so also take advantage. I'm a confirm microphone. Let God be the judge of that. No, you or good only one say, God will know. But if God said it, let's leave it the way it is.
Until those people talking about it and condemning the act,
you miss me, boss, no boss.
Apostle. Yeah.
And sometimes people be chess. Now I done yarisa.
Yeah.
Man of God be Smith. We go to I'm going to be Paul for fast. No one healing.
Okay.
You understand? So the God spoke it.
Okay.
You understand? We need to understand the move of the Spirit of God. If I hear microphone, I didn't know. If you see that as the voice of God, all for a marriage can be restored. So let's know the heart. Why did he do that? He's spoiling about it. When somebody has under the oil, the next time she will do it again. But if she's not, you should go back and check her life.
Okay.
He is the man from which going back. God has no formula. I'm telling you. If he has to tell you something, he will tell you.
No matter the crowd around.
What crowd?
I said no more. It was before a crowd.
Yeah, it's a crowd. But me call back instantly at the same place. Not any girl now was stripping him naked. God just killed her. It wasn't man. God killed her. Now see crowd. You have to understand God. On people new.
Okay.
Some can't say. I know we can't say. Hell is not a joke. We can't. But kind of nice. Very, very powerful.
Okay.
So we bought my son. I'm not call heaven now. They bought my son.
It should dawn on you, sir, as a throne is for your own salvation.
For your salvation, sir.
Okay.
The man wants to sign repentance, be whatever. Yamisu has a way of speaking to us.
Okay.
Do you know, sir, Damascus, Paul, when he was going to, God had to deal with him. God made him blind. He fell. He saw Jesus and fell. He was going to persecute the Christians. And he fell and got converted and gave his life to Christ. He had to go and stay with Peter to be properly nurtured to become a man of God. It wasn't easy.
Now, Apostle, Paul, yes, on there will share Jesus Christ directly. But what there, in the same ministry. God can use anybody.
God can use anybody. One day, Midrabi and I be bam in China started on me in commission. So with the small boy, no, my mom only said me, Michelle Compao, and he was telling me, no, he prophesied by 5 minutes and then he went. Or sharp. But I saw it as God speaking to me and I took the message. Now, if you are not humble, we can't receive God's blessing. The Bible says that receive with meekness the engrafted word of God, which is able to save your soul.
Okay.
And no party.
Until now, it was here. Say, or can't say nyame, and I said now, or kasa say nyame na kasa fani muno. We shouldn't joke with the facts because now no go for comedy.
Go and do your comedy. I'm warning them. People should stop doing comedy with us. So God really spoke with her, and she's bringing some other, leave her. I didn't go for Tisa. I didn't have Sansa. Oh, yeah, basa. I mean, Tiasa.
Apostle, you started from somewhere. Okay.
Obikra to me now, Yan is spiritual father. I mean, what kind of disorder is this? Yeah, cry. Eddie.
Apostle, you started from somewhere. Now we can say, bonnet, and fat bonnet, altar, so any day account. Stage I am mounted, say, I need to formula, Rumetunium. Now address blessing, Afrubi. Or no, why bonnet and our bonnet for us, say, we're divorcing you. Now will be at Tibin, walk to numerous stage too. I will be an
Jesus blessing.
Okay.
But divorce you, husband now. Not based on fornication and not say adultery. No. It's a sin. You are committing adultery yourself.
If you divorce your husband.
Yeah, when he has not committed adultery or fornication. Because don't forget, the Bible says that the only grounds for divorce is adultery and fornication.
Okay.
And the Bible says that I hate divorce. I do not know the circumstances. That's why I'm saying that I cannot judge.
Okay.
But if it is on that ground, and if it's on the grounds that God spoke with her, I don't have a problem. But you can't prove it. So leave her for God to judge her.
Okay. Now, Apostle, can you say, Nancy, what about people in abusive marriage? To me, say, I can't there, they will beat you and you will die from that. And those ones, though, because the Bible says, yeah, only fornication, I say maybe adultery, in a bit more separating from your partner, then you'll be going through such hardship in marriage now, on chain.
When it comes to abusive relationship, I would advise separation and talk to both parties.
Okay.
And see what has happened. And sometimes, this is what I know, that sometimes God didn't put the two of you together. The Bible said, what God has put together, let no man put asunder. And a trap being a Shana, the devil is using somebody to kill somebody. I'm telling you, I've seen marriages that pastors have gone to marry witches. Because they were set up spiritually. Because they say, I hate divorce. And then, no, I know God didn't bring that woman into your life. The devil set you up. But you need a man of God or a woman there understand the spiritual things to tell you, say, listen, this one, it is a setup, it's not a proper marriage, it was set up to destroy your ministry, and then you can break it. Those are some exceptions. But generally, no, to me, breaking relationships you can only do separation. But it is only based on the grounds of fornication.
Okay. Apostle, where in seminar, the Ako no, and they say, go for can say, yes, the man from the ministry, and your papa, atro, and or the whom from a deguni peniso, or deceiving for the own good, just because of.
I mean, Daniel is the DBR ministry, you see false spirit, you see people try to insult you. Why are we like that? OBR ministry yet. Because it's trying to, I don't want to be conclusive. That's why I'm saying I'm careful to talk about pastors and their ministries. But I don't really want to be conclusive, really.
All right. Apostle nti yen hwe asofo bi so omaba appointing Reverend Obofour any last time no edi nkomo Rawlings Siama prophet Rawlings Siama e friend Ajagraja omunyoma be kan say heaven eni ho heaven eni bebia eti if
to me quote scripture can say na
omo kan try say heaven ni ho
can try there in the Bible when who I think you are throwing that in people's eyes again. I know they are into me fan. Yes. Why can it again? Anti ebedu no so.
Ebedu no so say. Apostle, Adamio, ebedu no so say.
Yeah, I mean, so what? No one can say heaven here.
It's heaven wall.
Everywhere, there's heaven in hell. It's written in the Bible clearly.
Okay.
Yes. The Bible said not an iota of sin enter the kingdom of heaven. You understand?
Okay.
Until heaven or hell, hell super hot. It's stated throughout scriptures. They should stop saying what they are saying. It's only deception. The devil came to steal, kill, and destroy through deception. The devil is very deceptive. Bible says John 8:44 is the father of all lies. And to be trying through, no, trying through. And they say, careful.
But I will share more. Nancy will be a KB, not Obia per se, but Nkofo can having you and you are killing yourself for nothing.
By 50, 60, no bread. Some people, you see, let me tell you something. There are people, almost 40, 50, no more bread. You need to cry a sutra. What is it? And who persuade you and now say heaven and hell? I think they should better be quiet and let people who are focused go ahead and focus. They should go to hell with their statements and go and suffer there forever.
I almost can say more as often will be na more shed that day to my sorry for a team to be the bank and camp you on be slave.
No, we're not caging anybody.
Okay.
It's in the Bible. It's the truth. You know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Okay.
We are not caging anybody. It's in the Bible. We are men of God. We obey the Bible. It's a standard. It's a blueprint.
Yes.
And the Bible I can't hear into me can't otherwise. And to heaven they will power. Simple message. Into me can't. These days you're preaching prosperity. Me. I love to preach. I love the word.
Yeah.
When you hear me preach, I can do serious content. What I say, but I don't forget the basics of heaven and hell. Okay.
That's the most important.
Yeah. That's the ultimate. I mean, we don't call heaven. We are not heaven conscious. A lot of churches don't preach heaven. They don't preach hell.
What's the reason behind it? Say important now. They are going by the word of God.
A lot of people too are false. I don't know the way the enemy wants to take a lot of people out of hell to join them to hell. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So people their minds have been twisted. They want to have their own way. They want to have money. They want to have cars. They are not thinking about the salvation of the church and the salvation of their members. The ultimate salvation is heaven.
Yes.
And that's what Jesus came out for. Jesus came for our ultimate salvation. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Nanti say salvation, almost say you preaching salvation and go for nati as your magia to after salvation, what else? Say you cannot be saved without being blessed. You cannot be saved without gospel.
Let me tell you the thing about the gospel. I was telling somebody, Paul sowed a seed, Apollos watered, and God gave the increase. So when you preach the gospel and somebody is born again, why is saved now? He has to take care of his family. The Bible says that if he that doesn't take care of his family is worse than an infidel, which means that it's not a blessing not to take care of your family. You need money to take care of your family. The same Bible says that he giveth power to make wealth. Where is the wealth coming from? What would the wealth be used to? You understand? Even if you are going to preach, you need the money. So a balanced born again Christian is one that is saved, but is also financially saved, emotionally saved. Jesus came to die for us, not only to be saved in the soulish realm or the spiritual realm, but also to be saved financially.
Okay.
The Bible said that he became poor that we might become rich. And the salvation is not one-sided though. It's complete. Good cars. Okay. He said, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in good health, even as thy soul prosper. And to be back home. And then salvation, this salvation, now you know, Abraham was rich in cattle and went to heaven. God bless him. He said, I'll bless you and make your name great. Even great name, the blessing. And also come.
Okay.
God is not one-sided though. Say, I am saved, now I'm free, but he called Abraham out. After he called Abraham out, he blessed him. He said, I'm going to take you out from bondage. I'm going to take you to a land flowing with
milk and honey.
Yes. What is the milk and honey for? Blessings. And to get salvation from bondage, too. Milk and honey should be a while. And it's be boah. So what did they make? And I say, So really, I mean, that's the point.
I was here, come on, no, baby, yeah, or final words for all the issues that are touching on, yeah, Rawlings, but yeah, waba into the limelight now, any BM so no, since La Mafo, and Joyce Blessing, Saga, and Koso Kakao, a stage soon, any the chance of crap, no, as so far, I would as see on my Bible and tell me, preach a new message, say, heaven, and you are, then to bed you and you and Nissi, and then I'll be comforting you.
Hey, make heaven hell as first. Master, you're sharp. Na tie the main canon. Tie. Say heaven, any hell and nowhere, you've not lost anything. But if heaven and hell is there, you've lost big time because you are going to stay there forever. Both places, a forever place. And T, shwe or abra about na to aba, which means watch your life and take a decision to give your life to Christ. And I'm advising you. And focus on Jesus. Ebe bow power. Not jabon, you know. Not fight Jesus say cry or jinkwa. That is the message I want to bring across.
Okay. So that's the only one you touch on for your final words.
But my final word is that for also for Sliamafo, I want to tell Sliamafo say maybe what she's supposed to do. They said she's supposed to look at what people are saying, you know. But if she should be careful, said if God is the one speaking to her, she shouldn't look back. She should continue and do what God has called her to do. Period. People might not understand me, but if God is the one that has called her to take microphone to bring order, to slap to bring order, she should take it to another level. I'm sorry, but I've said
it. Former
so
president.
They call you.
What do you mean you're sure about it?
Oh, can't do anything.
Okay. Now, former president J.J. Rawlings, neighbor, woman near Abigail.
Oh, like I have said, they should accept her. You know, she said she's created in the image of God. She should accept her and give her the privilege they didn't get. That's what we are supposed to do. Instead of sacking her, it's not good. We are becoming inhuman in this country. Why are you sacking her? Who sacked her? She didn't have ammunitions. Why? I don't even imagine. Let her go and pass around. Anyway, I wish you all the best.
Everything for Apostle Dr. Walter Sakwamante, our da Faith Army Chapel, and known as Abigail, and not to train como FIA training issues at Air Costa, watching a drain at the Afon. Na Jin General Onunko, Uzunko, and Winty Wusu, their war, ever to me, at the assuming a comment session hall. Maybe swap on what they are share video way on other social media platforms. Following our Instagram, Twitter, so at @TroubIe_. Facebook so @TroubIe. Medi dinana ama always and me aduma. The person is sharp in macrabo.